deal. New York State Senate Minority Leader Rob Ortt is joining us now. I want to read to you from the New York Post editorial board this morning, because they are joining those calls, saying that New York needs answers now on Governor Cuomo's seven-figure book deal, saying that while New Yorkers were losing their lives, livelihoods, and loved ones to COVID, Cuomo inked a book deal worth, per Vanity Fair, at least low to mid seven figures. Even with blood on its hands, Team Cuomo remains utterly shameless. To that you say what?
Well, I'd say that is why there are calls and why I support the efforts in the Assembly to impeach this governor. The sexual harassment allegations are disturbing, need to be taken very seriously. That's why we called for an independent investigation, which is now ongoing. But what you just talked about, Sandra, this governor personally profited to the tune of $65 a book, according to the reporting, and there was 45,000 copies sold, which back of the envelope math comes out to just shy of $3 million at a time when New Yorkers have lost their livelihoods, their lives, and it was all based on a false narrative. This book needs to be moved from the nonfiction section to the fiction section. But at the end of the day, if he personally profited and covered it up to personally profit, that is an impeachable offense. And that's why I support the efforts in the Assembly to move forward with impeachment.
You were reminded also of the Emmy that he received through all of this and the support he was getting from his celebrity friends. And now many are pointing out also the media hypocrisy on the coverage of this story. And the New York Post points out this morning the media outlets that are avoiding covering this sixth Cuomo accuser: CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC News. Now, that hypocrisy hurts when you see these growing calls the way that they have handled other sexual assault allegations or misconduct allegations, and how they're handling this, sir.
Well, ask yourself, if there was any CEO in America facing all of the same allegations that this governor is facing, all the same circumstances, would anyone think that he would still be the CEO of that company? Or if it was a school superintendent, and certainly if it was a Republican or a conservative-leaning elected official, this would not be happening. And we know that. We have proof to back that up, that there's hypocrisy when it comes to this. And part of that hypocrisy is, I think there's a lot of shame and guilt on behalf of members of the press who fawned over this governor, who bought what he was selling them, hook, line, and sinker, who didn't take. Remember, the first sexual harassment allegation from Ms. Boylan came last year, months ago, and it didn't go anywhere. No one really gave it any sort of credibility. We've been calling about investigations and for information on the nursing home death toll for months, and we didn't get it. Were it not for the Attorney General and the Empire Center, the New York Post, and outlets like the Wall Street Journal and yourself, we still wouldn't know the true extent to what's going on. So that's why I think you see a lot.
But real quickly, do you think there's any possibility he will step down on his own?
He has said there's not, and so that is why we need to take action as a legislature to remove him.
Appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks.
John?